the fun of it is to watch what the water does. Look at it's doing. You know, I put some branches in it, like that. You just gotta think of you want to think of the shapes in between. Like, you don't want that shape the same shape as that. And so, be over here. You see, I don't know for sure where I'm going with this. Believe it or not, it takes experience. I've painted so many years, and I want this tree to be a little more, not so straight. And I want to come down a little further too. And you see, that's a different color, isn't it? Well, that's all right. My Prussian blue, and I'm going to start putting some dark in it on this side. Because my light's going to be coming from that way. I've got to keep my mind where my light's going to be. No, I got a branch coming here. So I don't want a branch. I got a branch coming here. I don't want one here now, do I? That would be kind of funny. So maybe I'll make one up higher. Maybe it'll come all the way over across the other ones. And maybe there's a smaller branch. Maybe down here it comes over something like that. You can always change it, you know. And there again, I might want to. Okay, now that's composition. It's kind of like, you know, there's just trees over here. Maybe they're all together. Okay. So it's bluer than I want. That's okay. Just kind of run it down, and then let it run, because you know it's going to have shadows. It's going to have shadows down here from the trees. So I just let it run. Looks like a mess, doesn't it? You know, you got to make a mess before you get anything out of it. And if you don't get anything out of it, I'm having fun. I'm not going to get gray hair over it, I'll tell you. This is my favorite way to paint. Okay? Now you may have your favorite way, and you may think this is really dumb. But if you get a favorite way, you know, just go with it. I don't like the colors here, but this is going to change completely. So far, I'm a little blue here, but that's all right. Maybe I'll work on a little bit somewhere else now. Maybe back here there's a building. There's got to be a building back there. And later on I'll put some windows with my white. I'm kind of picking up some of this color that's on here, and maybe there's another building. The thing is, you don't want to worry too much about things. I want to leave a white space someplace. Okay, I'm just going to spray it some more. See, if you want to get reflections, you let it run. And you help it along. I don't know what I do without this spray bottle when I do stuff like this, because you see what happens when you spray it. It does things. The watercolor does things that are interesting, and you gotta watch and see what it does. You know, a lot of people say, oh, gee, that's a mess, but right now it's kind of damp, and when you spray it, it does make little textures, and I like that. So possibly I need to go in now and, well, this is just a little darker than I want. And here's again, this is why I have this roll, this here, is because I hit my brush on it and see how much I can take the paint off. Because that's just a little more than I want down there. And then I'm going to spray some more with water. See, well, now it's got lighter. And that, maybe I'll just kind of bring it across like this. You know, start giving that feeling of a reflection. Those little bubbles there, they don't bother me. I think I'm going to go more with get some browns in here. And this tree, these trees here, you see, I'm just going over them again. I'm making them wet, okay? So I can spray them again. I'm going to have that trunk go across there. This has got to be a fat tree. Maybe I'll make it a little fatter. See, I kind of paint as I go. See what it does down here? I like that when it blooms. Kind of blooms. Okay, now I need to work on that side. Putting this over here on this side. I don't know. I want it a different color, and I'm not sure. It's not really the color. Not sure. As you can see, I kind of paint as I go along. It's kind of a, you know, it's fun to do it this way. Believe it or not, these are going to be buildings. Right now, they don't look that way, but soon, I hope. Nothing ever turns out exactly like you think it's gonna. But you know, that's the fun of it. I'm doing this slower because I've had a lot of people want me to paint slower. Okay, so I am doing this slower. That's not dark enough. That's darker. And see, my paper now is beginning to kind of roll because it hasn't been stretched. But that don't worry me. You'd be surprised how soon after you take it off, it straightens out. You know, you think it's not going to, but then you get a good purple, right? Yeah. But sometimes you can paint on the other side over the gray. You know, the thing about it is, if you're going to use purple there, you got to use it over here somewhere. You just can't have it in one spot. I think I'd like it maybe right there. Maybe it would be kind of